Hello, and thank you for joining me for day 41 of my 365 days of crafting. Today I am going to show you how to make this cute snowflake Christmas card using vintage Ric-Rac and vintage buttons. What you will need for this project is a piece of cardstock that you're going to cut in half, so it will be 8.5 by 5.5 when you cut it in half. You'll need some Ric-Rac and some pearl buttons. I'm using 8 smaller buttons and 1 larger button, and some tacky glue. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to weave your Ric-Rac, and it's really easy once you get started. You just want to kind of take it and fold it around, fold the hoops around each other, and you're going to go ahead and weave it all the way to the end. Once you've woven your Ric-Rac together, it's going to look curly, but we're going to flatten it when we glue it down. So when you flatten it down, it looks like that. So I've cut the Ric-Rac into 2 3¼ inch pieces and 2 4-inch pieces. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some craft glue and I'm going to attach the edges together. And do that on both ends, and then let those dry completely, and put kind of a heavy amount of glue on there, so when you cut them to make them even after they've dried, you'll have a nice clean cut. So once they've dried, I'm just going to go ahead and trim the ends up, and I'm going to do that to all 4 pieces. So the next step is you want to take your piece of cardstock and fold it in half, and either use a bone folder, or I like to use a wooden chopstick to make sure the edge is nice and neat. And then you're going to take your little woven Ric-Racs and you're going to take the longer pieces and you're going to glue this down flat. And then you're going to take the other long piece and you're going to do it right across the top of that. And then you're going to take your 2 shorter pieces and you're going to make them one diagonally this way and one diagonally that way. Then once you get it all glued down, it will look like this, and then you're ready to attach your buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the smaller buttons to the end of each of the pieces of Ric-Rac. And then I'm going to take the larger button and glue that down to the middle. Now the middle button is optional. You don't really have to do it, but I think it looks cute. And then when you're finished, you have your cute snowflake Christmas card. Now I've used vintage Ric-Rac and vintage buttons on this. Of course you can use brand new from the craft store, and you could mix up the colors if you want. You don't have to do blue and white. So just have fun with this project, and I will see you tomorrow.